Hello and welcome to Arroyo. We got another 3K 4v4 game. Of course, we're actually gonna have to remake here because Pyro forgot to rename his ship. Damn. Team 1, ANS, Team 2, OSP, Barrett, Internet Explorer, Pyro, and Xenophon on ANS, Reimer, Sakura, Puppy from Hell, and Pi on OSP. We're here on Arroyo. Just talking about how great of a map this is in the pregame lobby. Dropping down with, what the fuck? Dropping down with 3 bulkers in a conga line. These are puppies based on the color scheme. Swear to God, dude. Oh yeah, this is some real garbage right here. So we got C30s, plasma, casemates, and more C30s. With containers on the backside. Looks like decoy containers, presumably on all of them. Okay, no. Decoys on one, budget lyrebirds on another. More lyrebirds. Jeez. Alright, sacrifice. What the fuck, dude? Has a container liner. A bunch of missiles named the exact same thing. And 3 illuminator shuttles. Okay, so these are semi-active containers. This is gonna be one of the games of all time, I have no doubt about that. Pi has double 250 T30 monitors and a capping fleet of rocket tugs. Hell yeah. You never see rocket tugs. Okay, 3 rocket tugs, 1 gun mining tug, 2 gun mining tug, and 2 gun shuttles. Like that, Reimer's ringing as usual, which is just a fucking bunch of shitbox monitors. T9 these T30s is gonna play him in a blob, and their job's gonna be to die very slowly. ANS has a lot of ships, so that might actually be kind of viable. We'll see. Of course, if Internet Explorer runs into him with the beam DDs, it's over. It's that ball of slow-dying monitors is going to fall over immediately. Looks like we have a container strike out. We'll keep an eye on that while we're going through the ANS ships. ANS has, and it seems like my UI is fixed. I was having a bunch of weird bugs, and I don't think Nebulous ever updated, but my UI doesn't break anymore, so I have no idea what happened there. It might be something to do with all the mods I had loaded. I don't know. Anyways, Barrett has 1 450 with a backpack. Axford, we're gonna follow these containers directly since they're going on some weird as fuck path. I think they're just being volleyed at Delta. I don't understand how. I feel like these aren't gonna have any. They're just semi-active, with no validated, and who knows what kind of pinades they have. Probably not much, considering a container liner and 3 shuttles. The base price of that is a lot of money. That's like 1,500 points of not missiles. So, and the container liner has a lot of missiles on it, so those are going to be pretty cheap. I've been commanded to look at Pyro, but we're going through these ships in order. Barrett's, we've already done this, has these support Defender and Mark 61 shuttles in addition to the Axford. Internet Explorer has 1 450 Axford, which is currently firing. Where are these going? I think these are just scouting. So we're going to go away. Just a little bit of a fight happening on Alpha. 450 is pretty standard Axford. Strong side, weak side. And, oh, 3 rail DDs. Not beams. Alright, he's railing some decoys. Pyro's got... God damn it. Pyro has 2 hang-up destroyers. Hin's Ruby Marathon and Perpetual Ruby OST. For those who may not know, she's a big Ruby fan. And I think the company that makes that recently went under, so here's a little solo version of that. I'm gonna go ahead and get a screenshot there of the absolute most meta build. It's also got a spyglass and torp frigate. Well, I'm guessing it's spyglass. Yeah. And then a couple, 3 of them, torp sprinters. Yeah, Xenophon's rocking, ooh, double voxels with S2Hs in the back and some S2s. And then just one support jam sprinter. Those missiles have got to be very expensive. Yeah, especially since these things are going pretty light on the damage control. You're getting shelled by the monitors, but I don't think that can actually do anything to the voxels. They've taken some burn damage on the thrusters, but nothing from the bomb. Okay, yeah. So we're doing the strat that doesn't work, where you fly missiles around in a circle to waste people's PD, or maybe these are just like scouting. I don't know. In any case, I don't think there's a semi-active delivery ship down here for these missiles. It's so fucking cursed. Oh my god. Well, we just saw the hang-ups get started. The linear hang-up's gonna take a little bit longer to get into position, but my god, Tom. Puppy is extremely hung up. Presumably can't hear anyone else's sensors, which might actually be incredible because I'd be willing to bet that Puppy doesn't have radar on these. No, he's got Bridgemasters. He's not completely deranged. Bridgemaster, Huntress, Bridgemaster. Missiles going after the monitor blob. They're able to easily hard kill that. A little Chappie dropped out of Puppy's stuff, but gonna rock PD it. Yeah, Barrett's been doing this a lot, just eating missiles into rocks. It's unfortunate. I think the 4-ton torpedoes might be cruised too, maybe not. God, it's so much hang up. Alright, I gotta see, are there any actively, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ACAs in these. So, those are gonna be able to.
The enemy is securing zone
Yeah,
Atlas.
those are gonna be able to last pretty much forever. God. OSP going for the alpha cap. ANS has the cap advantage right now, 3-2. Favor them. They did manage to win the big old scuffle shuffle for alpha with all the cover they have on the point over the top of the map. Able to zone Puppy's bulk freighters out, and the monitors kind of too slow to get up and get involved in this. In fact, where are these going? What are these doing? They're just kind of camped out in a really awful spot, so we'll keep an eye on that and see how well that goes. Container strike coming out. The semi-active does have track. Decoys getting fired at a really odd angle. Nuclear party on Alpha is going off. I think some of these are actually going to get through. What the fuck? That's so stupid. Oh my. Not even home on jam backups, just pure semi-active. Completely sponching Internet Explorer's expert here. He didn't have a good enough PD in ARC, and the decoys managed to cover it pretty effectively. There goes another, man. Quite the nuclear party on Alpha. Presumably all the grape shot and rails and missiles causing all that. Although rails can't cause nuclears anymore. Listening to the Rise of the Triad OST, for those of you who are into such things. Now the bulk freighters are getting railed. That's gonna add up. They're getting shot from a bunch of different directions. They're getting rail fire, they're rating 450, they're rating 250. And the voxels, yeah, there's probably 8,000 points worth of ship firing at these. So this is a really risky spot for these to be in, and they are paying for it. In fact, I think some of the rails have been doing through-and-throughs and hitting ships behind. Some of the AP rounds have been, the 450 AP has been too. Oh, and now the bulk freighters are shooting at themselves.
Securing zone tag.
That's the problem with flying in formation. You know, Puppy knows that formations are death. I'm not sure why he's doing this. I guess because he just hates micro. Yeah, the 100 mil isn't really cutting it against the Axford for some reason. Plasma hasn't gone up for also some reason. Might be having masking issues. I'm not sure what that's about. Might be on hold. Is facing the wrong direction. Yeah, that'll do it. That will definitely do it. Alright, we got another SAH strike coming out. Semi-active wake. Enough decoys to fry a yak. And some Rock PD and some basic semi-actives and home on jam. Another big lands on one of these Axfords. It's on the Prince of Wales. Able to Rock PD a little bit, but it's not enough. Yeah, what's up? It's a very common phrase.
What the fuck, Dark?
We've got, what are these trying to blind? They're blinding the monitors. I say blinding, it's more like deafening. The monitors are firing at something. They just paused firing the bomb and not really getting any lands. That's certainly an idea that you can do, but...
I mean, even if
not
they
really
did, they
working.
wouldn't do any damage.
Yeah, it's
to
true.
the
It's
CL.
voxels. Voxels don't care about the bomb.
Man, we should change that. We should nerf the CL again by making bomb panic.
God.
And just buff the Arrow F to counter it.
Xenophon doing a pretty good job of keeping control of the Bravo Charlie side of the map, zoning out OSP from making any pushes on a Bravo, and keeping them from threatening the upper level ships as well. Of course, the containers are going to be stopped by the voxels, and it looks like there's a container strike going out on the voxels right now. Let's take an eye on these Axfords. No 450 to follow up on the Axfords, which is unfortunate, because that means they're going to be able to repair. They're going to be in bad shape. They're going to have to give up some restores. They are going to be able to recover pretty effectively. Alright, let's see the missiles. Ooh, yep, good call, Herman. This is the problem with doing this sort of build. Is if your semi-active devices get destroyed, well, you're not really going to be landing anything anymore. These voxels can just leave. And I don't think this is going to get over here in time. In fact, it's spotted, and I think it's going to get missiled as well. Oh, illumination on the voxels, but not at this angle. I don't think that's going to cut it at this angle. No, they're staging. They're going after the chef. Okay, yep. Womp womp. There go the containers. Well, Xenophon is getting torn up by the monitors now that these voxels are locked. C90 is very good and damaging voxels. T30 is less so. But the Hesh round's pretty strong. Look at that. Augers down there. OSP now ahead on caps. What did they manage to get? They took Delta. If I snuck back here and yoinked the D point. And looks like they're making a move to capture Alpha Point, which currently has 1, 2, 3. Well, how many of these corpses are actually here? Yeah, 3. The sprinters. All the sprinters that came to this point went nuclear because all the great. Amazing. This game's so silly. Monitors are doing their job of slowly dying. Eating 450. Oh, they're not eating 450 anymore. Yeah, just rails and 250 right now. That might be enough. Oh, mine clutch back there. What else is going on? Okay, the Axfords are pushing over the lip of their little sneaky spot to pressure these ships that are covering Charlie. Not really. These don't need to be here. It's really questionable strategic position. Man, I don't know if I've turned into a snooty bitch or if everyone else has just gotten worse or what. I feel like all day there's been some incredibly questionable strategic positioning, like opening move strategic positioning out of everyone. They've been just not controlling multiple points at once. Like these monitors over here. What are these doing? The wide flanks with slow ships. It's like, what the fuck? That's not good. Oh, that would be really funny. Yeah, I think this monitor is getting in range of these mines. Yeah, it's definitely in range. Especially if it moves up another point. Pyrops, well, I guess it's not in range. Pyrops got a lot of hangups on the thing. Oh, right, it's receiving. Oh, she doesn't know they're there. It would be immensely funny. There goes another nuclear vessel. Of course, yeah, if this thing drifts into the mines to where the beam can overlap the mines. Alright, we got a big strike coming out here. There's Sakura's down to one single semi-active shuttle. Alright, the ship dies before the mines can be triggered. Always a shame. Immensely entertaining when self-killing mines happen. Friendly fire mines, I should say. Where are these going? I don't know. Oh, right, I can see in the cruise menu. I keep forgetting about the spectator buff to cruise. Where are these going? Oh, I see. They're going after a sprinter. Oh, and this other group's just gonna whiff. Yeah, it's not gonna detect. Oh, shit. So they are wake detecting with that ship. What is going on? There's a bunch of weird shit going on over here. Okay, they go after the Axford, which looks to have died. Mine's nuked the CLN, did it? Mine's definitely did not nuke this. Oh, the CH. Man, I can't read either. Jeez.
The enemy is securing zone common.
Good catch by DOS. I think Barrett's gonna come up here and be able to cap Charlie because these monitors down here, which are covering not anything at all.
They're slow, they're moving. They're trying to get back to E, I think.
Well, they're also moving in rel. So, the two monitors that are really beat up and slow are slowing down everything else in this fleet. Which is another extremely bruh moment. Xenophon's having retreating vessel problems. Ooh, that's out of the map. Just barely.
The enemy secured zone common. The enemy is securing zone common.
Dang, Barrett's about to eat a whole bunch of containers. NS only down by 44 points. So he had a hybrid strike on the bulk freighters too. Comes the PD, and out go the decoys. Yeah, this thing just doesn't have the coverage, and he doesn't have the soft kill. Bonk, bonk. Bulk freighters making another move for Alpha and eating a bunch of railfire for it. There goes that, and I think that's gonna roast the Prince of Wales. Oh yeah. That's definitely in.
The enemy is securing Zone Atlas.
Must be probably gonna be able to get the Alpha Cat. It's gonna be pretty expensive. I think this music is very fitting to the absolute clown shoes that has been this game. Especially when we've got Pyro bringing these silly hang-up destroyers and A&S performing really well. Anyways, I mean, they're not, well, maybe really well is a stretch. They're not ahead, but they're doing quite effectively considering. I was really hoping to see Pyro jam out some mines at some point
The
with,
enemy secured Zone Atlas.
as Herman has called it, the piss beam.
The enemy is securing
But it
Zone
has been
Atlas.
immensely funny to just have infinite hang-up. Because these, okay, yeah, she's just been burning these. And, been burning them basically the whole match, and they're only orange. Very silly. Uh-oh. Missiles going for the destroyers. Looks to be one chaff box on the bunch. No PD, though. Oh, these are just a scribble mesh of, PD eating missiles? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, Herman. Oh, it's, god damn it, so many reactor blooms. There's been so much nuclear action tonight. Oh, and that's all the MNs. It's 2 MNs super roasted and 3 MNs moderately toasted. Oh my. A&S pretty much out of assets though. Got Xenophon's light cruiser and that's about it. The rail destroyers can't fight straight up. Not this style of rail destroyer anyways, and obviously the hang-up DDs can't do it either. I saw a ton of destroyers on this and I was like, oh yeah, we're back to beams, baby. And then I don't think there was a single beam of any sort on this team. Makes me very sad. I love lasers. Zap zap, bitch. Alright, ANS realizing it's over and dipping. GG. I did a really good job on the cap game. Yeah. Unless your ANS rather didn't really have a cap fleet, so just couldn't keep up. Capitals were forced to cap, and of course got killed for it. 3 can on the rail DDs. Let's take a look at this stupid fucking hang up uptime. 15 minutes.
Yep.
Hello. I was
13
re- I
minutes of
was-
uptime on the backup.
Yeah. I was really hoping that someone would play Mash Drivers, because like who doesn't play Mash Drivers on Arroyo, right? But yeah, there was a-
Incidentally, Zeno, did my bombshells do any damage at all to your CLs?
The CLs, no, they did kill my Jam Sprinter at 6 minutes,
Okay.
so that was pretty good.
Yeah, don't
Not
get me
that I
wrong, they're not
really
useless.
needed the Jam Sprinter, but
Hang-ups were doing work that game. Whoever had those.
God, I'm so
Oh,
annoyed about
I
that
see.
fucking
I
CL.
see Pyro.
Oh,
Yeah, did you notice the comms jamming, by the way?
Yes, significantly.
I noticed it a couple times.
Yeah, like I was
My favorite
comms jamming
part
that
was
entire
we're so
game.
close to comms jamming some mines into the image, but it was just a little off.
Yeah, so that was a
I noticed that.
22-minute match, and the uptime on these hangups is about 15 minutes, 40 seconds on average.
Yeah, I didn't want to reveal the hang-up jamming too early, so I waited until there was something significant to point it at. And then I just like never stopped firing them all game because I have 4 actively cooled amplifiers and workshop boosted rapid DC teams, so I just repair the B short damage forever.
I didn't get smashed while doing cap stuff. I'm happy.
They made it very difficult for me to shoot the things I wanted to shoot.
I see.
I also like
yeah,
to congratulate Xenophon on earning flight risk.
Oh, I'm so that I told that ship, okay, get back out of the withdrawal line, and it didn't, and then it stopped taking my orders and left.
I did that. I did that in a tourney match, I think, but I didn't get flight risk for it.
The most annoying thing about the withdrawal is like once it has started to withdraw, you cannot stop it. You cannot give it any orders.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's to prevent like out of the battle space flanks, so it's good.
Yeah, but it's just like, well, you literally couldn't get back in the withdrawal line in time because the thrusters were so fucked up, and then just like, yeah.
So in regards to that hang-up jamming, can I tell you guys something? All right, so let me tell you about the science I did, because there's actually something going on here. Like, it looks ludicrous, and it is ludicrous, but the intent is to permanently comms jam a mash driver liner, because according to Lone Wolf's radar and comms jamming calculator, with 12 hang-up jammers, I can jam a mash driver bulker at 20 kilometers away. And the radius of the cone is so big and there's so much comms jamming that the maximum transit range for basically CR10s to transmit tracks to the bulk freighter is smaller than the radius of the cone. And so basically the mash driver bulker or mash driver monitors will never ever be able to receive Bloodhound tracks like from the Bloodhound or from any CR10 for that matter. It completely removes the CR10s from the game from whatever I'm pointing the hang-ups at. And so unless they have an Acello, and that Acello is within 9 kilometers of whatever I'm hang-up jamming, that thing will never get a track ever from anyone else ever.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, like technically you only need like 11 hang-up jammers to do it, but I put in 12 because sometimes a hang-up jammer does get redded out for a bit, and then the DC teams get it back online a few seconds later. So it's just to make sure, for sure, that a mash driver monitor blob or a mash driver bulker never ever gets to get tracks from anyone ever.
You cannot play the game today.
Yeah, it completely just removes mash drivers from the game, unless there's an Acello within 9 kilometers of the mash drivers.
Well, joke's on you. I can just shoot at points with bombshells, and that's basically the same as having a track.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's your silly Coliseum tech for the day. A big shout out to Pyro for making that and doing the math on it to make it, as she said, absurd but optimized. Big fan. Very silly. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, dear viewer. Good night.